and and he wouldn't. Well, we'll see what he says. But that's my total understanding. I feel so loved by him that,
Mm.
I mean, it's the love he gives to everybody. It's of course not personal or anything like that.
Okay, he's on the way in.
Faith, did your daughter happen to see Truman Show? It was interesting because his whole life he was on camera for everybody to see, and it was like a movie. It was like he was in a movie in real life.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah,
That's
so if your
interesting.
daughter watches it, she might get a idea of what this appearance of reality is that we live in.
That's interesting, Leighton, because that's the sort of thing she reports, that she feels like that's what she's been doing. So I'm in Australia. I don't know how, I haven't heard of that show. Would I find it on Netflix or something?
Yeah, Vudu, any of those streaming services, you know,
Okay,
Netflix maybe. Yeah.
thank you.
May I just say something that really struck me was I had been involved with Byron Katie since the beginning practically, but apparently there was a young man who called the office and said he was going to commit suicide and he wanted to talk to Katie and insisted on talking to Katie. And he told her that she was his last resort. He wants to commit suicide and blah, 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 blah. And she just was quiet and was quiet. And she said, you know, I can't think of a single reason why you shouldn't commit suicide. I mean, to me, that was phenomenal. I'm hearing that story.
Mm.
Anyway, that's my little.
No, that's interesting, Alice, because I sometimes get to a point where I think, well, that's okay if she wants to, you know, that's okay. I respect that.
Well, the thing about the Truman Show is like, you know, if you go about life here like you're in a movie and everybody's an actor, and the plot is nobody gets killed, nobody dies
Yeah.
because we don't exist. I mean, you don't tell her that, but
No. Yeah.
she'll get the idea probably from the movie.
Yeah, I think she already, it's really interesting to talk to her because I think she gets some insights like that, but she wouldn't put it in non-dual talk or understand that. But it's like when you're on the edge, sort of on the edge like she is, I'm surprised sometimes the stuff that she will tell me, which seems to be very, well, it seems to be non-dual, but she wouldn't talk in that language. Mm.
I would, my 2 cents, Faith, is I think Peter, number one, said it best. You know, obviously you just want to hold space. But what I've tried in the past in situations is to really look for like a paradigm shift. And so, you know, without trying to break this down too much, whatever theme or themes that she's in is to try to go to more of a shock angle, something that's a real paradigm shift. Like if you can just get her to grasp that beneath all the noise or all the stories is perfection, or, you know, however you want to couch that. But if you can just try to get to snap her with something to change the paradigm. And because as you said, you get to a point where maybe there's a lot of dialogue and it's hard to use dialogue with dialogue. But my point of view is more really short and something to really snap her into a different train of thought.
Thank you, Alan. Yeah.
Just keep appealing to the part of her that's not the story. You know, just keep going into space with her if you can, and
Mm.
just try to get her to step back and keep questioning who's telling the story, right?
Mm.
There's one other thing which I like too, which is the hardwire is like the truth, is like pure beingness or pure awareness, right? The 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 software is the story. So if you can get her to really grasp that the hardware is already perfect and in bliss and in total peace, and she's just in the world of software, and that could be
Yeah.
another really powerful paradigm where she can
Yeah.
really, yeah.
Yeah, I like that. Thank you.
Good luck. We hope, we wish you well. Can't be easy.
Thank you.
Yeah, what I can say also is that just give her love, you know, accept her the way she is,
Mm.
you know, don't blame her, don't judge her, you
Mm.
know, just be there, just be present
Mm.
with her. Whatever she needs, you know, just give it to her.
Mm.
Love her. She'll be okay. She'll be okay. She'll be okay.
Mm.
And this moment isn't really any different than any moment that you've had with her. You had many moments, much time together, just to love. And you don't know how to do that.
No.
You know? And you don't know what to do. You don't know the right thing to do. There isn't any right thing to do except just love. And that's being done. It's already happening.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah. Nkosi, I've been watching your videos with Charles, and I'm encouraged when I see how you two interact and how you just sit there and be with him sometimes, like just you're not jumping up and down in your chair and wanting to say something, you're just sort of being there. And I think, and quietly being there. And I think when I'm with my daughter, I'm more noisily being with her, you know. So thank you. I'm encouraged just to sit somehow, just sit. And then I think maybe the magic happens of its own accord.
Mhm.
If that's what, you know, whatever happens. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, thank you everybody for listening and for your input. That's lovely.
Wow.
Because really, what seems to be everything is just wholeness expressing itself. There's no one who's ever done anything. There's no one who's doing anything. There's no one who's deciding to do anything already. It's just wholeness appearing as that. So anything may happen, you know. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's happening to somebody, you know. Whatever happens is not personal. It's just what seems to be happening. It's got nothing to do with an individual, you know. So because there's no individual already. Every question that is being asked is just wholeness asking a question, wholeness giving an answer, you know. So there's just everything here, everything talking, having an opinion. There's no one who's doing anything already. So as I always say, this doesn't see the other, it sees itself. So it doesn't really matter what is being said, because it's just everything saying it. Just wholeness appearing to be an individual.
Mm.
Yeah. So this is beautiful just the way it is. If they seem to be bottom appearing, that has to do with not accepting what is.
And feeling helpless or feeling anguish and feeling all kinds of things that could come, will come, is this. And that's, it's all here. It's all to be felt. And there's nothing really for faith to do. And the faith can't know what to do. And there really isn't any faith. There's just what's happening. And there's love. In it, with all of it. And something will happen, as everything does.
Yeah. And it doesn't matter what faith does. It's not going to upset anything. It doesn't upset this. I love that aspect. I've learned that from Nkosi. They're like, you can do it right, you can do it wrong. Well, you can't do it right and you can't do it wrong, more or less. So me, who's been very self-critical in the past, I give myself more slack now. And if I think I do it wrong, I think, well, that's just this too. So away we go.
And it's always been that. It always is.
It took me a long time to work that out.
I like the one, if the bus comes, it'll come when it gets here.
So I guess we're getting on time to when we usually stop. I'm happy to go or whatever. Just keep going.
Well, I think we have 10 more minutes left, and I'm just really enjoying the silence and enjoying being with everyone. It just feels so comforting somehow.
Oh yeah. It is nice. And this is a nice number of people. It's a nice intimate group.
Yes.
There are no mistakes.
Yeah, mistakes were invented by the me idea.
Yeah.
Never actually existed.
And Faith, I just want to say that, my heart is with you. I know it must be difficult. I mean, we're in the human world too, and those are challenging situations. And I just want to offer you my love.
Thank you.
Ditto. We all feel that way.
Thank you. This is a very precious group. I gain a lot of comfort from from this time together with you all.
Yeah, we're just here being humans. And it's really the same for all of us. These human things. It's quite a lot. And it's nothing. But it is wonderful to be able to share together. I mean, that is a beauty of life.
Took a while for me to feel this way, but it's like we're all friends. And I really feel that bond of friendship. And that feels very comforting.
Hmm.
More like family.
Family, yes.
Because really, there's no distance. We are all together. Yeah. Because distance is just a thought. So yeah, this is aliveness. You know, everything seems to be alive, and it's beautiful.
It's already here. It doesn't go away.
Glad you stepped away for a moment, Faith. We were talking about how we're all family.
Yeah, I heard you. Yeah,
Okay,
it's lovely.
yes.
The family I've never had.
Or didn't know you had.
Okay, didn't know I had. Yeah.
I feel that a lot in these meetings and just talking about all of this, you know, it's like acknowledging things that we knew but didn't know we knew, or didn't, you know, or just didn't know. Maybe it's all kind of a game of hide and seek. Like it seems like someone doesn't know, but here it all is. And we're always rediscovering, and I don't know. You turn the corner and there it is. Everything, all the family, all the love.
Well, you sort of don't know that you don't know. You know what I mean?
I did, yeah,
Mhm.
that's right. And
Until you find. And then, yeah, and till you find it, and then you say, "Oh, that was what I was looking for all along," but I didn't even know that was what I was looking for.
Looking for your keys for an hour and then find them in your pocket.
I didn't even know I was looking for my keys. I was looking for something, but I didn't know really what it was I was looking for,
Mhm.
and I didn't know where to find it. And it's just sort of astonishes me that I've ended up in this group where I found it.
Or it found you.
That too. Yeah, maybe it found me.
Sometimes you can't find it when you're looking, but then it finds you.
Hmm.
I think the greatest reward for me seems to be, I don't have people living around me that talk the way we talk or can share this way. And I really know it's up to me. And I do feel close to some people, but it's so special to have this group where we can actually talk the way we talk. It just means a lot of support for me.
Well, everybody else talks in code and we don't.
No, we're the one that talk in code.
Okay.
Hmm.
But I look at the news on the television and it seems to me that everybody's blaming somebody. They're blaming the government or they're blaming some other person. And I think, what a dead end road that is. I've tried that.
People that blame don't take responsibilities for themselves.
No. Well, for me, taking responsibility for myself was the first step in the direction of landing here, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
Well, the world is very confused, but then that's just this. So it all goes on, but we can still really appreciate being here and being able to be with each other and have this moment.
And grateful to have someone like Nkosi who's totally stepped out of the swamp.
Here, here.
Yes.
Out of the swamp. I like that.
And Joanne's dogs too. They hold a lot of space for us here. Anyway, at least
Oh, yeah.
bugs. I'm just looking at them in the middle of my screen. I don't know where they are for you guys.
One time on the YouTube, one of the YouTube videos, someone commented, "The pug is enlightened."
Yeah, I feel it.
And he's enjoying a lot of silence.
You know, that's not in real life. If I had my sound, if I was unmuted, you would hear them. I thought to mention that perhaps we could all remember to put in a donation to Michael this week.
Mhm. Good. And wish him all healthy recovery. And thank you, Michael, for bringing us all together and breaking the space for us. He'll be back. He'll be in fighting form.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much, Dan, for.
Thank you,
doing-
Dan. Thank you, Nkosi.
Oh, yeah, thank you
Thanks
guys.
for hosting, Dan. That was really, you did a great job, buddy.
Oh, great.
That's beautiful.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you.
great. Good night, everybody.
Bye,
and
everyone.
All right.
next week. Have a good week.
You too.
You
Do
too.
well. Good night,
Take care.
everybody.
Thanks. Thanks, and
All right.
great, everyone.